Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. My name is Rochelle, and I'm here to do a reading for Aries. For all placements, I'm going to be doing a traditional Celtic cross spread today, and I'm going to start with my Radiant Rider-Waite deck. Please remember that take what resonates and leave the rest, because it's a general reading. Not everything might fit, and you know your story best. And also, no, not also. I'm just going to dive in. Jojo made it. Good morning. Hello. And thanks to all of you for liking, subscribing, and sharing. All right, let's dive in. Okay, so we've got the current situation is the Three of Pentacles, some kind of collaboration. I'm very limited on space, and my cat Charlie. Ooh, you get to say hi. Here's Charlie. Something. I don't know. She's getting into something back there. Anyway, Three of Pentacles, collaboration. Looks good. What's the challenge? The Knight of Wands. Could be that somebody's they come in with all these ideas and excitement, and then they just like, they're a little ADD and like, yeah, this, okay, moving on over here. And you're like, what happened? Where'd you go? What happened in the past? The World. There was an ending, a completion. What about near future? Nine of Wands. Battle worn, but determined. Determined to keep going. Determined for success. What are you consciously aware of? What do you know? Four of Cups. Not totally satisfied. Kind of. Yeah. What's hidden from you? What's going on under the surface? Behind the scenes, we have Justice. So, it feels like this energy of feeling dissatisfied and like, whatever, but like things are happening behind the scenes, um that are actually, things are going to work out in your favor. Like, it's going to be much better than it seems at the moment. um what's your influence on this situation? The Three of Wands. Taking action, and waiting for your ships to come in. It's good. What are the external influences? Page of Wands. Lots of wands here. Lots of fire. Which is very appropriate for you. Page of Wands. You could just be dealing with somebody who, they're younger than you, or they have just kind of it's kind of a childlike way of showing up. They have a younger energy, but it's a there's a force driving this. There's somebody here who's got this inspiration, who's got this drive to make something happen. But maybe there are just a lot of ideas and it's hard to nail them down or something. What are your hopes and fears? Judgment. I mean, judgment and justice. And by the way, I didn't say this. Justice is Libran energy, and then judgment, we've got some Scorpionic energy. I used to read this as Libra as well. Could also be that. Fearing, it's like wanting to somebody to look at a situation, or maybe you are looking at a situation, but you're afraid of what you'll find, or you're not wanting to fully dive into the past because then you're having to stir some things up. Um, and it can be not fun to be reminded of our own reasons why something doesn't work out, or the reasons that we contribute to a situation. And Redbeard made it. Hello. So what's the potential outcome here? The Page of Pentacles. So two pages. Um the it's like kind of, coming together to collaborate initially, and it's almost like everyone's throwing stuff at the wall to see what sticks. Throwing everything on the table, and it could be where you're just like, I I, I don't really like where this is headed. I it sounds good, but then this person isn't really consistent or showing up regularly or something, and yet it's it's leading to something really good through this collaborative effort where you both are finding your footing, finding a way to compromise and cooperate. um yeah, let me clarify some of this and see what's going on. What deck do I use? So many options. I'm gonna go with my Tarot of Transcendence, my newest deck. Oh, it is your flag. Look at that. Red beard. It's awesome. Okay. So yeah, Three of Pentacles, collaboration, Queen of Wands. I don't know if this is a good idea. It's a much bigger spread with typically needs more space. King of Cups, collaboration between a king and a queen. Two people who are very established in their life. Um, One who might be a little more heart-centered, and one who is very, very charming and bold and action-oriented, um, dynamic. And the Hermit, Virgo energy. It's like two people coming together, um, after after some time of introspection, after gaining some kind of wisdom, and deciding, okay, we can do this. Let's do this. Having shine the light on the situation. But then the challenge is the Knight of Wands, because of the Five of Swords, the Lovers, and the Queen of Swords. Lovers, Gemini energy here. Um, I don't know. Like, it's like somebody's being deceptive about what they want, or again, they're just kind of all over the place. It's like, and it's almost like it makes me think of how sometimes someone comes in and they're like, "This is my idea, so I should get a bigger a bigger cut of the profits, or the rewards." Um, and it feels like okay. So it may also be where yeah, so you're dealing with a person, right? Who y- you perceive them or they are perceive them to be or they are they're manipulating something or they're taking more than their share or something and there's a choice about whether to continue this collaboration because I kind of get that with the Queen of Swords that it feels kind of like you putting your foot down being like no 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 we need to I need to set some boundaries here. I need to lay out kind of what I will and won't put up with. Certainly none of these shenanigans. And it's like it's almost like this person is having a hard time really taking this seriously, or at least you feel like they are having a hard time. Like again, there's this very in and out kind of energy. So in the past we have the world. So there was a major completion, a major ending, some kind of graduating. Why? Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, and Knight of Swords. So it's like you were already on track. You were working something out, being very resourceful, focusing on your abundance, your um, stability, being very practical. This just going into some kind of situation where you know what you need to do and you know how to apply yourself um d- makes everything go in your favor and it put you on track. It was like the fast track to this some kind of reward or success, um finishing something out so you could move to the next level. So then near future we have this 9 of wands, feeling pretty battle worn, yeah, like determined to keep going. But it makes me think that dealing with this person, you're just oh, it's like you sign a contract with somebody or you make some kind of agreement and you realize like you put you put more into the situation than you should have or more trust into this person. Um the 9 of wands is clarified by the 4 of wands, the devil, and the 3 of cups. Yeah. somebody's it's like they're they're interested in immediate gratification is what this feels like. They're like, yeah, they get all excited in the moment. They're like, yeah, let's create this long-term harmonious collaborative connection, and there's some kind of maybe some kind of hidden agenda, some kind of strings attached. It could also be where, I mean, it's hard, like, okay, let's say in a romantic sense. This, somebody's like, "Yeah, let's get married. Let's commit. Let's move in together." All this stuff. But meanwhile, they're like living another life and bringing, like, they haven't told you everything, and maybe they have another family somewhere else, or they're dating somewhere else, or many other people, something like that, where there's all there's drama, there's hidden intentions that are not great, and you're just left like, "What? Really?" Now, I mean, it doesn't have to be romantic. This can be any kind of situation where somebody's not being upfront. Somebody is trying to manipulate or control, or um, be deceptive in some way. There's some kind of toxic behavior happening, and you are just like, okay, I had this vision in the first place. I've had to fight with this person to get what I really want, to continue on this particular path. And um and you know that even if you have to let this, scrap this particular part of this, you know that you're determined to keep going anyway. So, oh, I um so what's kind of you're aware of is that you are it's like, "Oh, only 4 cups?" Like, you're not satisfied. Like, this person promised, the moon, and then they show up with a little, like, picture of a moon or something, like, "Look, I promised you the moon." And you're like, "Wait, what? You're giving me a picture?" And anyway, um, clarified, 4 of cups clarified by judgment. So judgment on the table again. And the 10 of cups and the 9 of swords. Yeah, this is this is exactly this is exactly why you're dissatisfied, because you're looking at what's gone down, and you're like, this has not led me to my wish fulfillment and my ultimate happiness, like I expected, like I hoped, like I planned. This person threw a wrench into the works, and has caused you all these, all this anxiety and sleepless nights, and you're like, why did I even do this? Why did I make this decision? It seemed good, but kicking yourself because you're not you're not happy. It's not working out the way you wanted. And I think you're sitting there, yeah, you're kicking yourself. You're like, I could have done this by myself. I did not need all this extra drama. But keep in mind, this is a really good lesson. This happened for a reason. So, what's hidden is justice. You're going to get your justice from the situation. It's clarified by strength. We have Leo energy, the 3 of swords, and the 6 of wands. Yeah, being strong leads to victory over heartbreak. You're you're needing to persevere, um or maybe you can't help but continue moving forward, um because this is ultimately your dream, and even though this kind of part of the journey has been fraught with some pretty painful stuff. Um, you're you're determined to move through it, to get out of it, to move on to ultimate victory. That is your justice. And the justice comes because of your determination, because of your willingness to continue to be resourceful and make something happen that is, it's near and dear to your heart. Yeah. So um your influence on the situation is the 3 of wands. You continually taking action because it feels right to you, because you're inspired, and you know that eventually something's going to work out because of that. So the 3 of wands clarified by the 7 of cups. The magician, now we have Virgo and Gemini energy, and the 3 of pentacles again. So maybe you're not, y- I don't know that you want to scrap this collaboration, or maybe just scrap the idea of a collaboration, right? Because you just want somebody who's going to be on the same page with you. And it feels like you're working on manifesting the right partner, the the right person who's going to stand with you and see have the same vision. And again, and you have tools and resources to make this happen. And this is why you are you are s- there's a certain victory in here, or you feel confident that it's going to work out in your favor, because you know yourself and what you're capable of. So the outer influences are the page of wands is is the page of wands clarified by justice. Wow, a lot of repeating cards here. Justice. Again, we have the Libran energy. 2 of pentacles and the moon. Piscean, Cancerian energies. So justice, 2 of pentacles and the moon. That's interesting. It's like there's so, so this is the outside influence. So it could be where the person that you're dealing with, they want their own justice. They're trying to find balance, but they could be juggling somehow and not being clear about that. They jumped on board with your idea, but they overbooked themselves and they have other stuff going on too. And they're not being, there's some kind of, again, maybe some deception, or somebody's keeping secrets. Things aren't clear. The waters have been muddied. And I don't know. It's like this person just, they're like a kid where they're just like, I just want to have fun. I just want to, like, go follow my dreams. And um this trapeze artist, like, this is the funnest 2 of pentacles ever. Like, kind of swinging through the air, having a good time. Balancing the scales. Two of Pentacles, also about balance. Maybe it's that you understand that in order for this to truly be successful, you need a team, right? You need somebody who is who has who helps drive the vision, who has a vision of their own, but it's like maybe it's on board with you. I can't tell if this is somebody new because over there you're like y- y- trying to get this out. It's like the you may be dealing with a couple different people here. Maybe you have options. Maybe the one person just left you kind of heartbroken, and you're and so you know, set your sights on someone else or something. But there's inspiration here, and there's action and excitement. Somebody's feeding this situation with this energy that's you know, kind of contagious, but it comes from, I don't know, it comes from a place of illusion, of not living in the practical world. It makes me think this is this person you've been dealing with. Yeah, they're not grounded. They're not, maybe they don't see the full picture, but they're pretending they do. They're trying to feed you stories because they're like, "Oh yeah, I did all these things," and like it's a bunch of lies. um, so hopes and fears, judgment, clarified by the King of Wands, the Eight of Wands, and the King of Swords. Well, you hope to build momentum um forward. Does that make sense? Like, you know, I feel like here you are following your hell yes, and as you go, you know, you start walking and then you start to run and then you start just you're just like, yeah, yeah, let's just get going. um and being very strategic, like this is what you want to do. You're hoping that you can get the ball rolling. This feels stuck because of this person that you're dealing with. Um, but yeah, you fear that um, somehow it's like you're afraid it's not going to happen. That all your planning and efforts are going to be sabotaged somehow. But we have the potential outcome, which is the Page of Pentacles, clarified by the Seven of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the Page of Swords. So this this feels like you taking matters into your own hands, where you're deciding, okay, I need to protect my interests. Um, I need to ride forth with my own passion, with my own insights and inspiration. And I don't know, maybe you're deciding to maybe you'll decide to start over, or like I said, to scrap this part of it, but it's because um you know that there's something better. It's like okay, so I crochet. And sometimes you're going along, you're making I go along, I'm making the thing, and then I realize that I've made a mistake some ways back, and so I have to unravel the whole thing back to the mistake so that I can and then start going again. And that's kind of what this feels like, is you're unraveling something back to the point where you started, back to the point where something happened here, and you're deciding, okay, I'm going to redo it, but I'm going to do it in a more practical way, a more stable way, um, doing your due diligence and research to make this happen, to make it work out in your favor, to make your dream come true, because this started with you. This is your little, this is your baby. Not literally. Um, it's it feels like a passion project or something, a labor of love. But you see so much potential in it, and you're dedicated to making it happen, to making it work. This situation has happened to empower you, to help you learn how to stand up and stand strong, and be very clear and set boundaries. It has been painful and tiring, and it's stretched you thin, but it's forced you to be strong, to endure, to keep going and be persistent. Yeah. And realize that you have what it takes to make this a tangible success. So, all right, there's your reading. Wow. I hope this resonates. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And thanks again so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing.